Hey everyone, this is Andrew Bermudez, co-founder and CEO of Digsy. Thank you for watching this video. Today we're going to show you how to generate double the amount of leads from online listing services. And it's actually a pretty simple concept, but it's something that we've built tools for you in the commercial real estate industry so that you can actually generate more leads, whether it's to fill your buildings faster, sell your buildings faster, or generate more tenants or buyers to represent. So the big problem that we're going to help you solve is that you get a majority of people looking at your listings, but you have no idea who they are. So if you look at statistics out there, 98 out of 100 people who view your listing online on a listing service don't inquire. So that means you're missing 98% of the deals in the market. And today we're going to help you solve that. So just to give you a little bit of context, this is a screenshot from actually LoopNet. And this was taken in January of 2020, so this year, COVID year. But as you can see, their statistics are that 700,000 listings get viewed on a daily basis. So if we do the math, 30 days, 21 million listings get viewed. And then they send out 250,000 email leads. So basically what that means is those 21 million views have generated 250,000 leads. But if you do the math, it's actually really low. It's 1.2% that actually inquire, and then the brokers or the commercial real estate professional, the landlord or the property manager or the leasing agent's able to see who they are. So we're going to help you solve this today. So the reason why I want to solve this is imagine if you had a building that you're trying to move, you're excited about this property, and Amazon.com or their broker was looking at your listing, but they didn't inquire. And maybe they thought, that you couldn't provide TI dollars, or maybe they thought that you didn't have a yard, so it wouldn't work. When in fact you can put two fences around the back of the building, and you absolutely can make that deal work. But only if you knew about the deal. So if you don't know who they are, if it's somebody at Amazon or their broker, you're pretty much SOL, which really, really sucks when you're trying to sell and lease commercial real estate. So imagine if Amazon.com or their broker did a deal on a comparable building down the street, and you never saw that deal and you could have made it, and maybe you even could have offered better terms. How upset would you be? I know personally, it's happened to me when I used to be a commercial broker. It really sucks. Now, even worse than that is when your landlord or your property owner calls you furious. Hey, I just saw this deal with Amazon down the street. What's up? Why didn't you bring me this deal? We could have done that. So it's an awkward conversation to have, and it really, really sucks, but no longer with the tool that we've built for you. So at Digsy, we've created a tool called the Magic Link. And it makes it very easy to see who's looking at your listing so that you never lose out on an opportunity again to close a deal. So the Magic Link, what it does is it actually tells you who is looking at your listings so that you can actually reach out to them and prevent you from missing a deal, or maybe even generating a brand new deal or a tenant or a buyer that you want to represent. Once they've actually accessed your listing with the Magic Link, Digsy sends you an email instantly that says, hey, Frank Gonzalez unlocked the pricing, or view the brochure, or view the virtual tour, etc. And here's a link to the property. You can click to it to see which one of your properties they were looking at, and it gives you their name, email address, and phone number. So these are instantaneous. So 60% of emails get read on mobile devices, so it makes it really easy for you to just tap the phone number and call them. Also, one thing that's actually coming out very, very shortly here is not only are you going to get this information here, but you're also going to get additional information. So what Digsy does is it's pinging all the social networks and public data, and it'll bring you their picture from LinkedIn, so you can put a face with a name. It'll also tell you their title, like manager at Dunder Mifflin. It'll tell you, what city they're in. They'll give you a link to their LinkedIn, Twitter, etc. So we're going to ping all those. So not only do you have a lead and their contact information, but now you got context. Like if somebody signed up with their Gmail and they actually have that Gmail address related to their LinkedIn profile to tell you, hey, this is Bob Johnson at Amazon.com. So really important, especially if you get, let's say, 10 leads and you only have 10 minutes to make a call, you can quickly see, okay, I want to call Amazon, I want to call Walmart, I want to call blah, blah, blah. So you kind of get it. So the way to generate more leads online is actually a very simple trick that actually we learned from one of our customers who's a broker. And it is to use a teaser brochure along with a magic link so that anybody looking at your listings on any listing service can reveal their identity to you. So here's basically what a teaser brochure looks like. It's a one-pager property brochure, tells a viewer to take action to be able to get access to all the information on the property, and it collects contact info so you can you can call them and close more deals essentially, or rep them if for some reason they're underrepresented. So as you can see, this is one of our clients at Newmark. They have this listing right here. And what we've done is for this brochure, we've added a call to action that says click to download brochure. So the brochure that's on the listing services, so the PDF that you actually upload is just one pager, right? If they want to view the entire brochure, they click here and then they can actually view all the information. So if you guys want to download this graphic, you can also create your own. You can download it at digsy.co/full-brochure-graphic. And right now I'm going to show you a tutorial on how to do that. All right, so let's get back to my computer here. And here's what we're going to do. I've already pulled this brochure. So as you can see here, the brochure that you saw in the presentation is right here, right? And as you can see, it's a full brochure, but we don't want to put this online. We want to just do the teaser brochure. So depending on what program you have, if you're using any real program actually, you're either able to drag the first page out or you're able to export the page out. So in this case, I'm going to just grab the first page and I'm going to drag it to my desktop. And once I've done that, I'm going to close this. I'm going to go use a program. And the program is actually, and we'll in the presentation that you're viewing right now, we'll give you the link, but it's seja.com/PDF editor. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and upload the brochure. As you can see, this one's the one that I dragged out. I'm going to open it. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to upload the image. So I already have it here, but let me go ahead and remove it. I'm going to upload the image, and as you can see, it's that image that you saw before. And I'm going to double click it. It's going to upload. It's going to ask me where to put it. I'll put it right here. I'm going to hold down the shift key so that actually it holds proportions, and I'm going to shrink it down a little bit, and now I'm going to put it right there. All right, so now that you've done this, now what you want to do is you want to make sure that when they view the PDF, that this graphic right here links to the lead capture form from the magic link before they're able to access the entire brochure. So what I'm going to do is log into my Digsy Pro account, and here are my listings on Digsy Pro. If I want to create a new one, I just go ahead and enter all the information here. It's pretty simple, and then I can add photos, brochures, etc. But in this case, I've already created the listing. So I'm going to go find this property in Paula, and here it is. So if I want to preview it on Digsy, I can go ahead and click this button here, and I see the property, great, and I can see download brochure, etc. But we're going to go grab the magic link. So if you look at the property on Paula, right here, there's a little share button. And in that share button, when I click it, it says brochure magic link or 3D tour magic link. In this case, we're doing a teaser brochure asking the person to click that icon on the brochure to download the entire brochure. So I'm going to click here for the brochure magic link since that's what I want, and I click copy. Once I click copy, I'm going to go back to the PDF editor, and you see this little section where it says links. I'm going to click on that, and then you see these little crosshairs right there. I'm going to start clicking and dragging so I select that whole area. And then in this area here, I'm going to delete that, and I'm going to right click, and I'm going to say paste. And as you can see now, it's linked to that brochure right there. So here's what I'm going to show you right now. We're completely done. I go to apply changes, and all I do is I go ahead and click the download button. And once it's downloaded, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and open it. And I can see that when I hover over the graphic, you see a little pointer. That means that I can actually click it. And I'm going to go ahead and click it. And when my screen loads, you'll see that it's asking me to unlock the brochure. So the neat thing about this is not only does it ask for the name, but they also have to input a live phone number. So if I put here John Doe and I put 55555 and I put a@b.com, what you'll notice is that it actually checks with the telecom companies on the back end, and the telecom companies report that this isn't a real phone number. So they have to put in a real phone number, and also they have to put in a real email address. Once they've done that, I'm able to get access to this property. So I'm going to go ahead and look at my information here, my actual information. And I'm going to click here to download brochure. And look at that. And look at that. Now I've got access to the full brochure. And then what's really neat about this is the moment that I've done this, uh, the moment that somebody does this, access the brochure, you actually get an email right away. And let's go show you that. So I'm in my email here, and if I click here, look, I've gotten a message that says Andrew Bermudez downloaded brochure for the property we're just there. And then it says, hey, look at this. Here's a link to the property so I can view it. Boom. And I see my contact information right here. So that gives you an example of how powerful a really simple tool like a magic link is to be able to generate more leads. So to recap, let me just go over a few things, right? So if we go back to the beginning of the presentation, what we see is that 98 out of 100 people that view our listing, we have no idea about. And it could be Amazon, or it could be, a broker representing a tenant. All I need to do is find out what they're looking for, have a conversation, and see how I can make that deal happen for my listing. So that way I'm not upset. I don't lose a deal for my landlord. The Digsy Magic Link tells you who's looking at your listings, and it automatically gives you an email notifications. Soon you'll get enrichment information too here. It should be out here shortly. And in this example, we're using a teaser brochure and a magic link. So when you're creating a listing on the online listing services, you show them this and you embedded a graphic where they have to click to download the full brochure. That way you get their contact information, and you're able to quickly try to make a deal happen. If that building doesn't work, if you do tenant or buyer rep, you can see if they're underrepresented and you can try to flip them into a tenant rep or a buyer rep client. So the graphic you can download here, digsy.co, full brochure graphic, so full dash brochure dash graphic. And the tutorial we went over, and the online editor is this right here. So it's seja.com / PDF dash editor. So it's SEJ, D as in dog, A period, COM / PDF dash editor. So you can download these slides also if you follow the link in the description as well. But again, as you can see, Magic Link, simple, easy to use, very powerful. Also, if you have any security concerns, Magic Links do not plug into your IT infrastructure or email, so it's secure by default. We don't pry in any of that stuff. The leads go directly to you. And this is a tool that helps you generate double to triple to quadruple the amount of leads you generate from online listing services. If you're interested in this tool, it's actually very affordable. It's $59 a month. You can call us at 866 my Digsy. So that's 866-693-4479, or you can email us at sales@getdigsy.com. So that's sales at GET as in Tom, D as in dog, IGSY.com. Thank you so much. If you got questions, please leave them in the comments. And if you like this video, please throw a thumbs up, share it with your network, and subscribe to our channel on YouTube. Thank you so much, and look forward to helping you close more transactions.